Hey, my lovely Serene Dream here with another filmy and general energy reading. And if you're new to my channel, how this reading works is it can apply at any time that you find it. So it can resonate with you for the day, the week, the month, or even the year that you find it. But because it is a general reading, it's not going to resonate with everyone. So only take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse the messages if that's how it fits your situation. If you would like to check out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can go ahead and check out the Vimeo links below to view those. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to that information can be found below as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance. And let's go ahead and get into your messages. Okay, the first message I'm getting is that there's something standing in the way of where you are and what you want. This something can vary from person to person. It could be a person standing in the way. It could be a mindset that's standing in the way. It could be some kind of other circumstance that's standing in the way. But it's something you want really badly. And it just feels like it's something. And I feel like whatever this is not that big of a deal that's standing in the way. But it's like, it's still inconvenient. It's like, it's like you can easily get rid of it, but I feel that maybe you're applying more importance to it, or it's like you're not. I just get the sense that whatever is in the way of where you are and what you want, it's not that as great of a deal as you're making it out to be. It really is just a minor inconvenience that you could easily push out the way, but for whatever reason, it's like you're applying more importance to it to make it seem like it's such a big deal, and this is why you can't get to where you want to be or get to where you want to go. But I do feel that you're growing past this mindset of making this obstacle bigger or more important than what it actually is. It's a day by day thing. So I feel like you're going through some sort of mental, emotional, and maybe even spiritual growth spurt that's allowing you to overcome this obstacle and like officially push it out the way for good. And I feel like you're reaching that point with some help from the divine. So I feel like the divine has been guiding you to finally get rid of this obstacle once and for all. Because I feel like this obstacle didn't just pop up. I feel like it's always been there. And maybe there have been several things in the past that you've allowed this obstacle to sabotage, that you've allowed this obstacle to get in the way, something you wanted to do, something you wanted to accomplish. But I feel like this is the first time in a while that you've come across something that you really, really want, a goal that it just seems like you have to have it. And if you have it, it will feel like the greatest happiness, the greatest victory in the world. And so, along with the divine guidance that you're getting, that's why you feel even more inspired to finally get rid of this obstacle. Because this obstacle ruined things for you in the past, but you're just like, I don't want it to ruin this because I've never wanted something as badly as I wanted this. You wanted things in the past, but I feel like whatever you wanted in the past doesn't measure up to how badly you want this now. And so you're like trying to do everything you can to get this obstacle out the way once and for all so you can go after this goal and you can claim it as yours. And like, again, I feel like a lot of it, a lot of you overcoming this obstacle is you growing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually with the help of the divine to make you see that this obstacle was never as big or important as you were making it out to be. That you could have easily gotten rid of it, but you didn't. But now you can and you will. I feel like there are so many things that I feel like you've been shying away from, like who you truly are or what you're truly capable of. Like, there's more to you. There's more to your life. But for whatever reason, you've been putting yourself on ice and limiting yourself to wherever you are right now. And again, I just get like a lot of divine energy that's pushing you out of this frozen state, that's pushing you out of this, you know, it's almost like you're frozen with fear. That's what's been going on with you for a while. Like whatever you perceive to be this obstacle is like it had you paralyzed with fear. Like you just can't move, you can't do anything. And the divine is finally coming in and shining that light on you and melting that big glacier that you have been standing behind or standing in, and saying you can move now. See, it's melting. You can get out of this. You don't have to be in this big old block of ice just frozen here for any longer. Like there's more to you. Go see the world. Go be who you're meant to be. I just feel like you're getting that push finally. It's a little scary, a little unnerving, but it feels good. I'm getting. Yeah, you're getting courage. More courage than you've ever had before, because again, this is something that you've never wanted something as badly as you want this. And that's a big part of where this courage is coming into play, because you're like, I can't let this get away. Like if I let this get away, I might as well just give up on life, because like I've never wanted something as badly as this. Like this is a dream come true. This is the greatest of greatest gift that I could ever have. Like I need to have this. I need to get my stuff together and go toward this. So the tides are changing as far as your mind is concerned, as far as your perspective, as far as how you move. I feel like a lot of the problem in the past was you were getting in your own way, and now finally you're starting to get out of your way. And with you doing that, I feel like it's finally connecting you to your true self. So along with you going after this goal, it's like you're discovering your true potential. You're discovering, your true self, what you really are made of, who you really are, what you're really capable of. So along the way of you working your way toward this goal, you're going to be like discovering so many other parts of you that have been latent inside of you, because you've been paralyzed and frozen with this fear of this obstacle that really is just you. It's really just like a figment of your imagination. It's just been you in your own way the whole time. It's almost like the vision I'm getting is like someone facing off with the dark hooded enemy. Like you can't see their face, like it's you and you're facing someone who has on like this dark hoodie covering their face. You can't make out their facial features or anything about it. It's just dark. They're dressed in all black. And then you finally reach a point where that enemy or that opponent takes the hoodie off and it's you. And you're like, wait a minute. This whole time, this opponent, this thing I've been fearing is me. Because it wasn't any of this other stuff you were thinking. You were thinking that it's this person or it's this situation or this circumstance is why I can't get to where I want to get to. But the whole time it was just you. You were in your own way. And now that you're finally realizing that you have been the obstacle the whole time and you're moving along, now you're realizing your true potential. Now you're starting to tap into your true power. And this is giving you the courage to go after that goal finally. I'm hearing a little birdie told you you can do it. So again, this is divine guidance. The reason you're finally facing off with yourself, the reason you're finally, tapping into your true power, realizing your true potential, the reason you're finally gaining the courage and going after the goal is because the divine is in your ear telling you you can do it. And I'm not saying that the divine wasn't speaking to you before, but I feel like maybe the divine's voice is maybe a little bit louder this time around. Because maybe the divine has been trying to get your attention and you haven't been, like, I feel like the voices were like whispers before, so you were able to ignore it, or you'd be like, no, I didn't really hear that. But I feel like right now the voice is louder, so you can't ignore it. You hear everything loud and clear, and it's helping you to get to where you need to go. Yeah, it's like I'm just getting like it's time. Like you can't stay still anymore. You have to move. You have to get out of this place that you've been standing in. Like there is no more time for you to stand still. The time of like isolation, the time of like being immobile, that time is over. Like the clock has run out and now you have to start walking. Or matter of fact, not even walking, running or at least speed walking. But I feel like you can't casually stroll out of this place. Like you got to put some pep in your step and move because you got to get. It's like you got to make up for all the time when you weren't moving. So I feel like a lot of things are happening in your life, a lot of things are happening around you, and a lot of things are happening within you. And all of these changes are just like stirring up like this huge transformation that's coming about in the world, that's coming about in your life, coming about, in the environment around you. But one thing I feel like you're going to fall in love with yourself, maybe in a way that you've never been able to love yourself before. I feel like in the past you found so much wrong with you. And that was, again, that was that whole you versus you thing. You being your greatest enemy, your greatest opponent, and talking yourself down and having all this negative stuff around you because you were making it that way. So I feel like before you probably struggled to love yourself, struggled to love like who you are, or even to move and discover like all these great parts of you. But now that you're finally starting to get mobile again and you're moving toward this goal, along this path of learning yourself, of tapping into your true power, your potential, you're going to start to fall in love with yourself because you're going to realize that you're so much more than you were giving yourself credit for. All the things you would probably ridicule yourself about before and say, I'm not this, I'm not that. I feel like that talk is going to turn into, I love how I do this. I love, how my body does this, and I love how I think like this, and I love how I talk like this. Like you're going to find so much to love about yourself that you're truly going to fall in love with yourself along this journey of moving along toward your goal. So it's so much beautiful things happening with this transformation. Yeah, the goal to you would be the ultimate happiness, but I feel like you're gonna find happiness before you even reach the goal. Because most of all, the biggest gift is learning how to love yourself and realizing your true potential. So that's about all I have for you all for this general energy reading. I hope this reading was helpful to you. Again, if you'd like to check out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year, your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can go ahead and click on the Vimeo links below to view those. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link to that information can be found below as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance, and I will be back with my readings, lovelies. Bye.